been my theme tune for the last 2 days. I mean, I'm not no shade to no one, but it's just this song. If Mars retrograde was a song, this would be it. Welcome, Tyler. Gang, gang. Done now. Out. Hit the like button when you lot come in, my loves. A nice new piece of Love Sage. An 11/11 portal on Venus Day. I mean, there would have been a time where I would have been, first of all, unable to even do this reading because I would have lost my mind in all of the energy, first of all. Woo. Yeah, girl. Right. Got good old Romance Angels that. I'm a little bit uncomfortable today because I had a new tattoo done back of my leg. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I sat Lindsay Lou. I sat for like 6 hours. Whew. Back of my calf. Watch out. Recognise the dress? That was the dress I wore on Halloween. I thought I'd immortalise it on the back of my leg with the candy skull. Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest with you, I set my intentions for the day. I was just like, listen, I'm happy, I'm grateful for multiple streams of income that not only cover my needs, but also help and serve others. I'm happy and grateful for the multiple streams of love, support, affection, intimacy, and care in my relationships that mirror my highest vibration. I done set the stage for my day. Thank you to all of you lot that booked your love readings. I've been on that all day today. It's been really interesting and fun. I'm going to leave the link for love readings up until tomorrow. I'm going to take it down tomorrow because the last day I'm doing it is Sunday. So I'll leave it up for today and another day. And then that's it for love readings for me for a bit. Because I don't really like to get involved in all of that business there. Yes, I set my intention for the day. It's been beautiful. It's been such a beautiful day. Something that came up in one of the individual readings, let me just move that slightly so that I can have some leg room. Something that came up in one of the individual readings today was a lack of community offline. So hear me out, yeah? So you lot, how many of you in there now? 44, only 22 of you liked. Can we get a match, my dear? And even 46 of you in. So there's 46 of you in. Every time y'all are familiar, not only on this platform, but also on other platforms, y'all buck each other and see each other and don't have any type of communication with each other outside of seeing each other in these types of circumstances. Some of y'all live in the same states, some of you live in the same. Can you hear it, Nikita? God, that's a music connoisseur. Can you hear Mandisi? Killing it. He's like the Huma Sakela of our time, innit? So, I mean, it's a big art. I feel like Huma Sakela just looked at me like, is that what you think? I met him one time in, what station was I? Anyway, one underground station, and I was with my little daughter, and I stopped this man. I said, my mom loves you. Can I take a picture with you? He was very graceful and took a picture of me. I mean, the picture was on a Nokia, you can imagine, and my attire was far from fly. I think I was going down to my dad's to cook dinner, but I would cherish it. I should find this picture and have it blown up. It's on some, might be on my, no, it can't be on my MySpace. You see how old school, this is how long ago it was. Probably on my Facebook I've got this picture. I should take it out and frame that. Himasakela, come on. Mandisi's doing a great job following in his footsteps, yo. I feel like Himasakela was like the Fela Kuti of South Africa. Would you agree? Anyway, I digress. So, I don't really remember what I was just saying before all of that. Hey MJ, that's a beautiful dress. Even though I can see it's small. That is a, I mean, my eye for fashion is impeccable. That is a beautiful dress you have on in your profile picture. Oh, that's what I was saying. Communication outside of these chats with you lot. Yes, so when you come in, hey Anne-Marie from Seattle. I'm so excited that you caught the live. I was meant to be born in Seattle, you know. I got a funny story. I might as well share it with you quick. So when my mum was in her 20s, she had this dream of becoming a singer, yeah? And my grandfather was a reverend of the African Methodist Episcopal Church. So he went to a lot of conferences, especially in the States. And this particular conference was being held in Seattle in 1974. And she was going to go along, or should I say 1975? 1975. Yeah, and she was going to go along and then run away with her best friend. They were never going to come back to Zimbabwe. And one of the busybodies heard about it and reported them to immigration, and they never made the flight to Seattle. Mum ended up staying in Zambia, where the flight was, because they detained her, so she ended up staying in Zambia, meeting my dad for dinner, having a one-night stand, and boom, me. But all because my mum wanted to be a singer and moved to Seattle. Can you imagine? Anyway, yes, when you lot come in, say hi as normal, but also, hey Brooklyn baby. Oh, I wanted to say something to you, Brooklyn baby. I saw something in the one of the chats when you was like, when I was talking about the second coming of Diana, you wanted to hear me talk about more about it. Second coming of Diana is my wig, girl. That's my wig. And she's just got a very grand name. So yeah, boom. So you guys, can you tell each other where you're from? You don't have to be very exact, but just the state. You guys could be close to each other. You guys could build some type of real life. Oh, it was you, Make 1984. I often thought about you. I thought about you. Please, I would love that dress, actually. I've always thought about you on your website to send it to you. Yes, you can use that return address on my website to send it to me. I would love that. I thought about you and I kept meaning to mention it and say, yo, who was that person that offered me a dress? I mean, I love clothes. So thank you. Maryland, New Orleans, I'm in Richmond, VA. Wow, you guys. Yes, do that, please. Let each other know where you at. If you guys can, you know, form a little get-together meeting, you know what I mean? Because sooner or later, I don't know how long, when there's going to be some type of shutdown. There has to be. You know what I mean? We wouldn't all be saying it and feeling it if there wasn't. So there, at some point there is going to be. So at least get each other's contact details outside of YouTube and try to make some real life. Oh, thank you, Make 1984 Fiction again. Thank you. I'm ready to receive it. I'm like a size 11 in UK sizes, so that's like between a 10 and a 12 because I put on, you know, I got a little bit thick after summer. I mean, I don't know how long it will stay on for because my weight fluctuates. I get kind of thicker in the winter to withstand the cold, and then I get smaller again in the summer, but I don't get smaller than a 10. I don't allow myself. At one time I allowed myself to get to like a size 8 and I was like, oh God, no. So it was just, I just wasn't used to being that small. It was so weird, like being able to properly put my kids' clothes on. It was like, oh no. So yeah, I'm a size 11. So, and my boobs are like I don't know what size my boobs are, because I don't wear bras, girl. I guess they're like a size. Last time I got measured, I was a 34E. So yeah. So yeah, continue to put where you lot are at, and if you guys see anything that's close to you, make the connection. Make the connection. Not to say you lot are going to be lifelong buddies, but you know, mingle, mingle. If I truly get, I'm just chatting shit. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to a word I'm saying, because I can't do it. Because I was going to suggest that I do some type of get together for the solstice, for the winter solstice or the summer solstice, but I'm not going to be in the country for either of them. So we'll see. We'll see. I do give the best hugs. The next, I am renowned for my hugs. Honestly, I do give the best hugs. They are. I want to hug some of you lot one of these days, man. So this is what I'm trying to figure out, like, what can I do to try and bring us together. I'm not saying shit. I'm feeling adventurous, so you know, you might see me, guys. Just pop up in your city or your state, be like, yeah, I'm here. I want to get together. So, cleansed all the cards. You Mona Lisas, there you. You work of arts, you. So it's Venus Day, it's an 11/11. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's look at the energies as well. Let's look at masculine and feminine energies. What do we need in these times? Hey Raven. Happy 11/11. Yeah, I've got lots of cards here, so we can take some time. Jasmine's beast, you know. This song's dedicated to you, my G's. Every part of y'all is beautiful. All right, let's look at the masculine. Oh, did we pray there? No. A divine mother of and dissuade sage. Look how you put your hands together. That was the reminder. Like, girl, did you pray? A divine mother and father who live within us. Higher be thy name. Our freedom come. Your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all lifetimes, timelines, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, Almighty, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. I ask my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my Orisha, my guardians of the sea, of the air, of the earth, to first of all come into this reading and protect us from any low vibrational, red eye, evil eye in Adizia time. Also to give the collective a clear and precise reading about anything they may need to know in regards to matters of the heart, as we are in Venus Day, and also generally whatever the messages that you have for us, send them on. We open. Thank you, Ashe. Why am my screen so filthy? I mean, who loves a portal more than me? All right, let's look. Let's get into these romance angels. Let's look at the I know I said divine masculine first before we started praying. You haven't missed anything. This is the first card, Karen. Let us know where you're from, everybody, please, because we're trying to build up real life community. We want to see if we can connect some of y'all in real life. This is crazy, man. Come and see each other a couple times a week and then what? Just forget about it. No, man. I'm stinging a little bit. Yeah, Rebel Rebel. Are you there? Philly girl. Pennsylvania. Wow. When we was little, we used to think that was the same as Transylvania. I think they were vampires there. All right, let's look at this feminine energy first of all. What does the divine feminine energy feel in these times in regards to matters of the heart? Let's get into it. Woo! Switzerland, Nagara, Miami, Valentina. I love it. I can't help myself. I mean, no one loves a portal more than me. And we missed one already, you know. We've already had if you want, an 11-11 portal. It's like 2-2. When it was the 2nd of the November, I almost came on for a portal reading. And then I was just like... Not reading no reversals today, so let's just keep everything upright. I love that. When it comes to American states, I don't know one from the next, and I don't know where's near to where. Oh, Gatti, I can't read your name. Can I call you Gatia? Gatia, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. We've got our candles as well burning. So we'll say, well, she's hearing it because I asked all of y'all to join up your peeps with my peeps so that we can give this clear reading. So she's with us. Oh, Rebel Rebel, that's you, girl, fam. Is it? I didn't know that. Rest in peace to Mummy Rebel Rebel. Rest in power. Rise in power. This is how Divine Feminine is feeling right now in terms of this energy. You're still associating it with some type of... I mean, I'm here giving it to you. So, yeah, we're all still associating with this particular portal with the whole divine masculine, divine feminine union of some kind. But this situation involves marriage, it says. So y'all are thinking of matters of the heart. Y'all are really in there and, you know, need to get... I wonder if we're thinking about it. Because I've got to say we in it. Because, can you hear the music? No wonder. Can the real divine masculine energy step forward, I beg? It's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful because it sounds like it's not marriage of, you know, convenience or loneliness or anything like that, business deal, because don't think that's people used to get married for those reasons. I'm going to leave that one, and there's just too many. Should I just take them? Just being lazy. It's all of them. I think it was not that one, and then there was the rest of these three. So we'll start with this one. It's going to take some bravery though. You've got 7 of Wands. You know, this is also going to take some type of what do you call it? Normally 7 of Wands represents, you know, protests, signing petitions, standing up for what's right. And I feel like divine masculine and divine feminine energy has learned to speak up for herself, speak up for themselves, should I say. Speak up for themselves about what they will and will not tolerate, and now that they've been doing a lot of that, and there's actually masculine energy around them that actually wants to heal them, help heal their hearts from, oh no, heal their minds more so, because like I told you, the heart can't break, it's just the mind that breaks. I feel like the divine feminine is having to be brave at this time, to trust love one more time, just like Maya Angelou says. Maya Angelou says, if nothing else, trust love just one more time. Just one more time. Trust love and trust yourself. And I feel like this is going to lead to heavy commitments, because many of the divine feminine, I feel, have been emotionally unavailable for a while. That's why they kept attracting emotionally unavailable people. But now, since they've been minding their business, do we love Duran? Now that we've learned that minding our business is a motherfucking art, what happened now is that you're more attractive. You're more, because you thought you were wifey material, but you wasn't. You really wasn't, because you wasn't speaking your truth. You wasn't trusting. You wasn't emotionally available to anything or anyone. And some of you are still like listening to me thinking, that's not me, I don't want no fucking marriage, I don't want none of that. As Rebel comes in and says, I'm on my own square. But really and truly, how long are you going to be on your square for? You get me? Hey Erica, let us know which town, city you're in. Hey Moonchild. How long are you going to do that for, yo? You know what I mean? Like, really and truly, like, because what you see in front of you is not an independent, strong black woman. I'm not about that life. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's boring. I love Atlanta, Erica. I'm not about it, to be honest. I need help. I want help. I want and need support. Oh, I get you, Rebel. It's just as I said what I said, and then I looked up and saw what you said, you know. Ooh, Barbados! Cambridge! Come on, you lot. Intuitive Tiff, my love. Washington, D.C., Crystalline. Erica, before you know it. Got so much incentive to come out to the A, you know, so much. But until they drop their restrictions, which I feel like they will have dropped by the time I'm trying to come through, I'm going to try and set up a few bits and pieces. I love the Oh, girl, you're in the Netherlands. Yes, make 1984 fiction again. Yes, Mish, in Atlanta. Look, you see 2 of you in Atlanta already. Boom. Connect. So listen, some of y'all are going to be challenged because of this portal to tell the truth to yourself about what you truly want. And also you can still have things like these deep connections, marriage and all of these things without feeling that you are restricted, without feeling that your freedom is being compromised, without feeling that you are no longer the free spirit which you enjoy to be. There is some people out there that want to assist in the healing and the cultivation and the preservation of you. I mean, come on, my inner child's living. Who knows about Tears for Fears? Come on. You're in the middle of the Lake District. A, D, B, ATL. That's 3 of you in the A now. Come on, man. 3 of you. Make the connect. All right, what's the next card? I'm almost scared to turn it on the world. You've completed the cycle of everything that you needed to learn in your... Y'all know about Tears for Fears. This is why y'all fucks with y'all. This is why I fucks with y'all. come on. It's Friday. You have to already know that you're going to see some shoulder movement, and we're going to be in some praise dance at some point. You already know. So now, the reason why you lot are, the Divine Feminine's really heavy in this big commitment, wedding-y energy, marriage energy, is because you've learned all you need to know about yourself, most importantly. So now you're ready to share yourself with another. Not have nobody rule your world or rule you, but share. And you're prepared to share yourself now. Not just you. Look, how can this be the song? How can this be the song? Hey, Houston, Texas. Intuitive Tiff, is that where you're at? Well, I know that. I do know that, innit? But no one's trying to rule you, Divine Feminine, and you get that. You've shown all of your aspects, all 5 of your aspects, and you've absolutely held back yourself on no level. So whoever it is that is feeling this way towards you, feeling like you now could be their wife, knows you, because you've been brave enough to really show every aspect of yourself. And for that, Divine Feminine, I'm super proud of you. Super proud of you. Hey, shout out to Boston. There's a Cambridge in Boston, and you're ready to take this new fool's journey to act like you've never experienced anything horrific in love before, because that's no longer a reality for you anymore. And it's now time to explore the new. You're not going to be going in there with premeditated ideas about who such and such is and what you want them to be and ting, because now you understand who you are. You know that all you've done is just reflect a beautiful mirror of yourself, and you're open. I'm proud of the Divine Feminine energy. Then you've got the 3 of Pentacles. You've got the Maiden, the Mother of the Crone. You've got the Muse. You've got the student and the teacher. So you know that you're open to learning. You're open to growing. You're open to teaching others. You're open to just being. You know, because I feel like the Divine Feminine has had a massive job, especially with their Cinderella programming, to let go of that. Ooh, hey South Africa, Cape Town girl. Hey Creative Concepts. I feel like the Divine Feminine is able now to not mother a masculine energy, and also to give the masculine energy space to be the masculine energy. You know, there's so many Divine Feminines or feminine energies at the time that were working in what's it called, survival mode, and mostly in divine masculine energy, not divine, toxic masculine energy, and really and truly their masculine energy didn't think that the masculine energy that was presenting itself to them was shit. I know that my divine masculine energy used to look at other divine masculine energies that were pursuing me on a side eye, just like, this nigga, like, how? We're better than that, are we not? But I didn't really realize that what I was doing personally was taking away somebody else's masculinity, not giving them the opportunity to be in their masculine energy, because I didn't really know how to be in my feminine energy. But now that I have had an opportunity to really sit in this thing called divine feminine energy, my perspective on how to move when in the presence of divine masculine energy has changed. So I can be submissive, I can be and I can only use me as an example, right? So I can be submissive, I can be soft, I can be nurturing, loving, caring, I can be all of these things and not feel threatened and not feel like a mug. Do you get me? Because luckily the divine masculine energies that have been around me have allowed me and kept me safe. I've allowed them to be the masculine energy that keeps me safe while I be in my feminine energy. Not my masculine energy thinking they're not shit and trying to protect me and put up all these barriers and walls and be emotionally unavailable for them. Do you get? Because I've been there too, sis. You get me? I've been there, man. So, you know, who knows? Like I said, I feel like this has been a theme because I swear like at some point I told you lot to invite me to your shit and to give me an opportunity to wear some hat and some heels. I feel like I did. I feel like I've done that. So this seems like to be a real theme, and in this portal, I feel like this is what you lot are really truly pulling through. And don't be ashamed of it. It's okay. And I know that, you know, you've been dragged backwards through the hedges. But as the last song said, this is a time for joy. Woo. We're going into the masculine energy. And we got Mr. Ricky Rouse and Busta Rhymes. Okay. So yeah, don't feel silly or dumb anymore, divine feminine, for actually still wanting to explore beautiful connections such as marriage and stuff. In fact, we've got our very own sister. She's currently getting married, Terry, and guess who's presiding over the wedding? Our very own Jazz. How beautiful is that? Like, it just made my heart explode knowing that that's popping off right now. How beautiful is that, guys? So it's a real life thing, and yeah, divine feminine, good on ya. Good on ya for not being tainted and broken down by recent events. They didn't win. Divine masculine energy, Jesus Christ, we got 3 cards came out for that. In it, Mish! Killed this track! But I feel like that's what he does on every track. Like, I really do. I'm going to put these ones back because they just float, and then pick up these 3. You know, saxophone is my favourite instrument, innit? You don't know that? I bet you don't. Saxophone is my favourite instrument. Piano is next, then guitar, then drums, then bass. All right, we'll start with first card for divine masculine. It says here, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like both masculine and feminine energies have fundamentally learned to trust each other, and by doing that, masculine energy is present. In it, rebel. Don't say nothing to me, music connoisseur, because I know exactly which solo you're talking about. Facts. So yeah, I feel like masculine and feminine energy has really truly learned to trust themselves. And with the masculine energy able to trust the feminine energy, they are staying present, which means that they are more in touch and in tune to what it is the divine feminine needs before the divine feminine has to say that she needs it. How sexy is that? How sexy is that? That's fucking sexy. And then we've got very soon. It says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I feel like the divine masculine energy is, again, having to come to this conclusion that they truly do trust and want to have a deeper connection with the divine feminine energy. And I don't want to be that reader that's coming to sell you dreams. I'm talking like I'm being real with you. If y'all haven't really experienced this yet, have a word with your masculine energy. See what it's doing in the presence of masculine energies, divine masculine energies. Is it still trying to control the room? Is it still trying to dominate the room in order to protect itself? This is why you're not feeling this. But if you're able to almost surrender to the fact that you are safe and that nothing can fuck with you at this time, not even matters of the heart, then you will start to experience more and more of the masculine energy showing you that they are present and that they are in tune to what it is that you want and need, not only from them but also from the connection itself. This should be sexy, y'all. Clearly decide what you want and it comes to you soon now. So the masculine, like I said, is deciding that, yeah, they're going to take a chance in this shit and just come true. You get me? Look at this, reconciliations. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. Now listen, I need a clarification for it before I start. This is for the masculine, so it could be that the feminine is, feminine energy is starting to understand her position. So therefore you're starting to feel maybe a pull to go and draw for a certain masculine energy that you've dealt with in the past. Be clear, be careful that it's not a cuffing situation, that you're just not lonely or cold. I know Atlanta, the temperature's dropping out there. You're looking for some heavy dudes out here to kind of keep y'all warm, innit? There's no need for that. Make sure it's not that. Get me? Make sure it's not that. And make sure that if you are drawn to, or masculine energies as well, make sure that if you are being pulled to a certain feminine energy of the past, that it isn't something, how does it make you feel? Do you still, do they still make you feel inadequate, unworthy, and still treat you like their son, as opposed to allowing you to be the strong, masculine, protective, providing energy that you are? Let's get a clarifier on the reconciliation one. That one got me. Whenever I think it's the worst card in the deck for me. Reconciliation, someone from your past returning to your life. But this is for masculine energy. So I'm thinking, what feminine is drawing towards you, being like, baby, what you saying? I don't know. Talk to me. I'm shuffling for my life because I want to know too. Someone from your past, masculine, is returning to your life. Oh, Lord. Look how many cards there are. Should I put them all back and shuffle again? It's a lot. It's a lot of cards. Or should I just quickly flash through it? So this reconciliation, this is somebody that you have loved before masculine energy, but because of their own self-imposed prison, they wouldn't let you penetrate. Oh, God. This is somebody that at one point you thought was your all and everything, but because of the idealism surrounding this particular dynamic, I don't want to say it out loud with my mouth, surrounding this particular dynamic, there was a lot of pressure, and you know, things had to be a certain way. But I feel like now that the divine feminine especially has let go of certain narratives in regards to these types of dynamics, might come acting brand new. Get me? Okay then, angels. I don't know, masculine energy. You know, you may feel a little bit hesitant to really go in there because you might not trust fully that this feminine energy has really let go of the chokehold of certain narratives that have kept your dynamic kind of restrained and restricted. Do you get? Four of Swords here is like remorse. Does it say repose? Remorse. Repose, resting up. You know, rest on it, think on it. You understand? Before you absolutely jump into, and this is me talking to the masculine energy about the divine feminine energy, before you absolutely jump in with both feet, really ask yourself, do you actually still even want this person? Or, you know, you're just bringing them back in to make them suffer? And if not, it's okay to allow them to do their own thing, still continue to love them. I don't know why this is all coming through. It's all standing a little bit negs, isn't it? And then it's the Five of Pentacles as well. You know, I don't think that this person ever allowed you to feel enough, that you were doing enough, that you were providing enough, that you were protecting enough. Do you know what I mean? There was always a level of lack in the whole dynamic between Ono. So I feel like for the masculine energy, you know, you need to be kind of very cautious. You see Dutty Junkro there, you see but at the same time, I know that vultures are also the most protective of all the birds. That's why the Egyptians refer to them, because a vulture will break off its own foot to feed its child. Do you get me? So, and I feel like that's what maybe this particular feminine may have required of you. It probably, feminine wanted you to be more to them than you could be to yourself. So, you know, because I can be talking to the masculine energy within you as well. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, this is, you already know you lot. You know, we've done enough 5 aspects of the soul to also know that this could be something within your own divine masculine energy. And then we've got the 5 of Wands. There was always petty rivalry in the whole thing. There was always, you know, because you never felt like you was enough. Like I say, I can't stress this enough. I felt like, but it wasn't for this person to accept you as enough. It was for you to accept yourself as being enough. That, you know, or were you being honest about what it is that you were donating? Thank you, Karen. Thank you, baby girl. Yeah, I feel like it had a lot to do with that whole, I'm going to say it with my mouth, the whole twin flame narrative, where, you know, there was a lot of expectation and there was a lot of attachment involved in that narrative. And I feel like where definitely the divine feminine told you what you were to them, as opposed to you telling them what you were to them. Do you understand? And then with that whole pressure of what it was and what it means, the competition was real. And then you've got, you know, all this pressure of being told that you need to do more, and that the divine feminine's up and flourishing and taking care of her money, and she's got herself. What's your point? What's your purpose? So I feel like before any real reconciliation talks are able to take place, I feel like the divine masculine has to see themselves as the protector, as the provider, before the divine feminine can actually say A, B, or C. And they will be very vocal about that. They will be, you'll actually be able to see on them. They won't even have to say shit to you. You're gonna know how to submit and to be humble in the presence of a divine masculine energy, where they're able to be and in the same way they can with you, that they'll be able to honor and respect and protect divine feminine energy as they should. And like I said, we are talking divine feminine, divine masculine. We're not talking about, oh Lord, we're not talking about this toxic masculine energy. You got Jodeci playing in the background. Because what is that? What is that? Is love. We never wanted it at one point, remember? But what is this? You want them to cry for you. We don't need it. Hey, I love noodles. Think about it. Think about it. The expectations we had on our masculine energies was intense because of narratives like this. I mean, I still listen to Toxic Jodeci, don't judge me. You know, if they weren't begging for your love, you didn't want it. What kind of fuckeries is that? Let's not talk about what the chicks in the 90s tunes were talking about and carrying on with, talking about their love, regardless of anything. You know. So I really feel like this is a time for the masculine and the feminine energy to you lot stay cracking me up. Saying that we are judge free over here, we got the justice card. There will be balance, there will be justice. You know what I mean? It is, I think, as well for the masculine energy to really feel like they can be all of those things. And like I said, they won't even have to say nothing to you. You'll be able to see it in there. You're wondering if, you know, if it's somebody of the past, whether they've really truly done the work and healed. You can see it on them. You don't wait to hear it from them. You can see it on them. They will have the very same glow that you had when you started truly doing the work. Huh? So this justice card, this and it's an 11 as well, the justice, the equality. But you already know as well, like I said, this is a graduation from being in this space, coming up into this space. A crowning in this season, which I believe will happen right at the end of Scorpio season as we phoenix ourselves. I'm uncomfortable, that's why I'm sitting like this. As we phoenix ourselves. Peace, Don P. I'm glad you're here too. This is the very essence of Scorpio season, is about transformation, transmutation in Scorpio, and phoenixing ourselves out of past ways of being. And then where we put in here. And then finally we've got 9 of Pentacles rewards. She don't look very grateful though. Look at her. She's a little ungrateful for the rewards that they're bringing in. And I feel like Toxic Jodeci. My brother, I think it was Biggs. You know my brother, yeah? He said some of you ladies are fucked up because you went for Toxic Jodeci instead of Boys to Men. This deck is gorgeous, isn't it? This is Beautiful Creatures Tarot deck. I love these little characters on here. So let's talk about the ungratefulness, so that we don't get our knickers into a twist and fuck some shit up. Because you know, remember these calls here? Talk about hey you. Don't let nobody call me hey you, yeah, because it's a problem. Talk about hey you. Anyway, as I was saying, these 9 of Pentacles rewards. 9 of Pentacles is one away from your 10 of Pentacles, innit? Your long money and all of these things, yeah. But it's like, I'm not seeing these are the fruits of your labour. Look at what she's holding, this huge peach, yeah? And this, it looks like an apple and a pear. Get me, got the wings. These are the rewards. You know, the fruits of your labour, divine masculine, are the transformation, all of the work that you've been doing, and it is enough. And I feel like if you step correctly in the direction of a certain somebody that you may have either had dealings with in the past, or even from a past life, or even that whole dynamic that I can't say it with my mouth. Like, it's not that I don't fuck with it. You already know. If it's all of this business and you're feeling like, you know what, I really don't want to fuck with that shit no more. And yeah, I've learned my lessons. It's good. We're cool. But I'm not. You know. But yet there's this pull. And you honestly, truly feel that once you get what you think you've always wanted, you can be disappointed. Allow it, you know, but just be clear about what it is that you're pulling in. It says here, be clear, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, divine masculine energy. Clearly decide what you want, because we'll lie to ourselves, innit? We will lie to ourselves. We'll call someone's name and just be like, yeah, but it's not that serious, it's not that deep. When it really, really is, but you just saying that because, you know, just in case that person doesn't feel the same way you feel, or it doesn't go the way you want it to go, so you'll downplay it. But let's be honest, so that we can clearly pull in exactly what it is that we want. And I'm not saying that that's how you pull people in, but then you're going to start to move a certain way. You're going to start to let out certain energetic signals in the ethers if you're being honest about who it is that you really, truly want to be with. Sometimes we do, though. Like, there's a particular character, telling you, dealing with for a really, really long time, not actually dealing, no title, situationshipy kind of vibes, yeah? And then this is Hey You by Floetry, old school. And then an opportunity came up in like 2020 where I kind of was just feeling brave and was just kind of like, yeah, what you're saying. First of all, I wasn't allowing him to be in his masculine energy to pursue me. I was pursuing him, which was my first mistake. And then even when we were in the ting, like it was pretty consistent for a good 6 months. Or at least the first 3 months it was pretty consistent. And because we fucked around for a really long time, it was the most healthiest and consistent we'd been ever. And so, but then as time went on, I started to realize I don't actually like this person. Like the way they move, the way that they treat themselves, the way that they treat me. I don't actually like this person, but my ego was just like, well, look how long you wanted him and now he's here. You know, what are you going to do? Da, 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 da. So sometimes we can call in things that we don't want because we wanted them for so long. And then when the opportunity comes where we could possibly have that, we will go for it. But sometimes it's not for us. You know, I learned my lesson and I learned it the hard way. It was a very, very hard lesson to learn, and took a whole year, ran for a whole year for me to really catch on that the only reason I wanted this person now was true my ego, true like I've been wanting that person for so long and this connection for so long, that when it finally came along and it wasn't even good, there was nothing good about it, I still wouldn't let it go. You know, so that's what I'm saying, be honest. And then sometimes we let some great people go because, you know, there's really Jill Scott's distracting me. Here, Jill Scott now. See, that's another thing as well. Some of y'all want something that you yourself are not willing to be, whether that's masculine or feminine. You know what I mean? But I digress. So, you know, just be careful. So like I was saying, some of y'all are retracting some people who you could actually have a beautiful time with, but because maybe they don't look how you would they don't look like what you're normally attracted to, they don't sound like what you're normally attracted to, they don't move in the same way to the things that you're normally attracted to, but they're good folk, man. You could start, you know, you're sending out the wrong signals. You're sending out the wrong signals. I've done that too. And I have thought about the one that got away bare times, you know. And really and truly, even then, I would have been. I know I'm being really personal in it, but I'm trying to, like, me, you, me. Like, I feel like even if I did take that opportunity at that time, I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I had to learn to completely be open here to this whole deeper connection business. Like, I still had a lot to learn about relationships and my part in them. And so, you know, that I feel like I would have really messed it up then anyway, you know, because I was still really moving from my shadow and my broken parts of my soul that really didn't understand what it was to fully be present in my ships. And that was in all of my ships. As I did one thing is how I did everything from motherhood to lover, you know, like I just wasn't 100% present. But now, you know, I have learned all these things, and I'm sure that by having this openness to love and being able to take the fool's journey once again, at the same time having completed my journey. Because look, we went from the last card to you get me, to the first. So you've completed, and now you are starting all over again without the baggage of what happened before. Hey, Nancy from Orlando. So this is I feel like the masculine and feminine energies have both got two different things to look at. The feminine energy is very open to masculine energy that isn't still feeling some type of way and broken from past experiences. Thank you for the donation, Brandy. So yeah, there's that part. Oh, I just wanted to say, what's the feminine dealing with right now? Says here, lioness, you've earned all of your stripes. Exactly what I've said. The work that you've done, man, the lessons that you've learned, you're ready. You're ready to really be in something very, very committed, very long, with longevity, with peace, with trust. Still, I mean, you're going where some can't go, you know. So to even some of you, this whole type of love ship is a bit of a myth. Get me? It doesn't even seem like it's possible or it's real, but y'all, give yourself the credit for the work that you've done, man. Do that. Do that. And divine masculine energy, what's your final card here? All right. Oh, look at that, divine masculine confidence. Just what I was saying, and it comes with time and practice. You know, to know that you can be that divine masculine energy. And look, 4, 13 over here and 23, 5. that you can be the protector, that you can be the provider, that you can be the leader, the advisor in these types of dynamics, that you're not dictated to or undermined or treated like a boy. You get me? Trust yourself, because you've also done this work. You know what I mean? And it will show up all up on you, in your physical, in your mental, in your spiritual expression. It's going to show, and it's going to be seen for all. And you as well, you know that if anybody compromises or tries to undermine you in these times, you know, you got your little sword of truth here. You get me? And you're going to be able to speak up for yourself and say, actually, Nagoso. And not even in an aggressive way. I remember talking to one masculine energy one time. One masculine, he wasn't an energy, he was a whole human being. And being like, you know, I'm a warrior, I'm this, I'm that, you know, da 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 da. And he said very calmly, I've got that in me if I need it. Woo. Woo. Shut me the fuck up, first of all, and also made me really look at this energy in such a different dynamic, being like, actually, yeah. Thank you for the donation, Roxy. So yeah, thank you for the donation, Nancy. You guys are gassing me, man. Thank you. So yeah, it really is about, first of all, perspective. And not everybody's masculine energy is loud and aggressive. You get me? Doesn't mean that they can't hold it down. If things popped off, don't mean that they ain't got you, or they won't stand by you and fight. The other day, I was in the day that I went to get the tattoos. So it was only a couple of days ago, Wednesday, after I told you, look, Mars is going to be moving mad in retrograde, and that people are going to be moving mad. So this guy, big belly guy, just brushed past me in the shop, yeah? And I've turned around and looked at man, because I've already had to tell one man that I'm in the queue, because the queue's all the way outside. So I've already had to tell him that I'm in the queue. So this one man's already said to me, you know, pretty much keep your knickers on, love. I ain't trying to push in. Da-da-da-da-da. And let it go. And then this other guy, this big belly man, he brushed me, and like, because he was going to the fridge to get something. It was a little food bakery, Greggs, if you know London, yeah, or England. So it was in Greggs, and he tried to go and get something. So when I looked at him, he said to me in a really bad Jamaican accent, "Me now I tried to push past you." So it's just like, I said, listen, I didn't even say nothing to you. I'm looking at you because you ain't got no manners. You've touched me and you haven't apologized. This man went off on me. The fuck you mean? Rare. Started carrying on. This man, imagine I'm right at the back of the queue, so I'm almost outside. I've just got into the shop. This man right at the front of the queue turns around and says, "Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Don't talk to her like that. That's a woman." Listen, I just shut my mouth and stopped talking immediately. I just stopped talking immediately, stepped back into my feminine and let this masculine deal with this masculine. It felt so good. But then at the same time, the man that was closest behind me said nothing. But again, not everybody's divine. But this guy at the front of the queue, where the way he stepped out of the queue to be seen, first of all, started gunning this guy to the point where the guy just stole the food and left. He didn't even pay for the food. He didn't even stay in the queue. He just left after a while. You know what I mean? Because this man went off on him, and he was much bigger, much taller than him. And it took me ages. He didn't even look to me to say, you know, he didn't want no validation. It took me, it's only when he was leaving, I caught his eye and said, "Thank you." Because first of all, it was early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, and I just be irrational. You know what I mean? I would have got myself into a whole wahala for nothing. But I was so grateful for this man stepping forward and dealing with this stupid man. I was very, very grateful for this divine masculine in that moment. And I was able to stand back and step back into my feminine and say no more. Other than be gracious and say thank you. So, you know, don't judge books by their covers, yo. Don't judge book. Not all skin folk as well as kin folk, let me tell you that. So, yeah, it was another example of how to be able to stand down, or to not to engage my masculine, my divine masculine energy in any mahala, because there are divine masculine energies around me to protect my divine feminine energy. And it was just another reminder that that is a fact now. Doesn't have to be my divine masculine, so to speak, but divine masculine energies are alert and they are aware of divine feminine energies, and they want to do their part. Best song for it! Best song for it! Let's pull a crystal. Hey! All right, let's get a crystal for divine feminine. Let's get a crystal for the divine feminine. See what's good. In these last days of time. Perfect song. Aura Light 23, don't we? I feel like we get this every week, in it. Has anybody bought it yet? I haven't. I'm gonna get it now because I feel like this card comes out every week, yo. Oh, and then Divine Masculine got Carnelian. Let's read them both. Imagine it. Noel's got new music out today. You know Wakanda Forever is out today. I just couldn't take the crowds, man. I thought about going, but then I was just like, I can't take the crowds, man. In these last days of time, Aurora Light 23, the Soul Connector. Aurora Light 23 has a seductive effect on the mind, stilling it so that profound healing and conscious connection with your soul, the universal mind and higher dimensions occurs. Self-understanding. You are a multi-layered soul on a course of accelerated spiritual growth. You came to Earth to share your knowledge. You have an ability to move between different dimensions, to anchor new vibrations into the Earth plane. The slowness and seeming impossibility of this task have brought delusionment and discontent. But do not despair. Raise your own consciousness and others will follow. Divination. Recognize that you are an integral part of humanity. Center yourself in inner peace and connect to your higher mind before making a decision. Connect to your higher mind before making a decision. What was that thing I saw one time? It said that butterflies are your common sense leaving your body. Oh, I got butterflies. It gives you butterflies. Go. Beneficial contacts come through friends and family. It is not so much what you know as whom that counts now. And that includes higher beings. Healing insight. Aligning to as above, so below. so within, so without. You already know that's how we move. Leads to a sense of rightness, and immense well-being. Frequency exceptionally high. Chakras, soul star, stellar gateway, cleanses and aligns all. Timing Aquarius, soul path, reconnection of ego, soul, and higher consciousness. So your aspects aligning. And then we've got 7 carnelian. I've got a bit of carnelian on, so, and I'm feeling a little in my masculine energy. You know, like after that last reading with all them trolls and all of that foolishness, you know, I just felt like, you know what, let me cover my head. Let me just really not try to come on this thing without covering my head. Okay. Carnelian creativity. Carnelian protects against glamours, spells, envy and evil eye. Bringing good fortune to the wearer, it prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. To cause precipitate action. I don't know that word. Self-understanding. You have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, not foolhardiness. I told you, some of these divine masculines won't be wearing their protectiveness and their masculinity on their sleeve like a badge of honor, but when it calls, you'll see it. When they need to move that way, you will see it. Okay? So don't worry. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life. Direct it towards creativity and raising kundalini. But I also feel like to tell masculine energies with penises that as we go into December, we are really looking at semen retention. That's a thing during December. So that part, okay? So use that energy, like it says, for creativity and raising kundalini energy. Don't waste your God source. You get me? You get what I'm trying to say in it? Divination. Be eloquent, creative, and bold. Do not back down. Trust your intuitive perceptions. Distinction in your career lies ahead. Be a mentor. Alleviate stress. Take time to play. You are a tower of strength during sorrow. Stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties of outdated projects holding you back. Beware of a charismatic person. Healing insight. Sufficient vitamins and minerals support your metabolism for optimum well-being. Frequency. Earth to high depending on clarity. Chakras, base and sacral. Timing. Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. Soul path. Expressing soul vitality. So that's why I told you, you're going to know which masculines are about this life and ain't. You know, which are divine and which ain't, because it's going to show, it's going to show up on them. The vitality that you can see on them glowing off their auras will be unmistakable, undeniable. And we're all at that point now where we have really done enough work to really use discernment to see what is for us and what isn't. You know what I mean? So really and truly, if it feels right, go true, y'all. Go true. Follow your hearts, man. Your mind can fuck you up and sabotage your bubble club. So go, how does it feel? You know, how does it feel? If it feels good, continue. If it doesn't, discontinue. Very simple, because there's no attachment issues here anymore. Not dealing with codependency. Nobody needs anything from anybody. These are all just choices of matters of the heart. Get me? And in this 1111 portal, for those of you that are entering into unions, I pray for protection, I pray for truth, I pray for abundance, I pray for prosperity, I pray for love and fun and honesty for all of y'all that are going into anything like this, even including myself. And happy 11/11 portal. It's been fun to read about love in a portal for once. And I will see you guys soon. You already know the drill. But I mean, there's enough content. Like I said, I'm going to keep up the love readings on the website until tomorrow evening. I'll take them down tomorrow night. So if anybody wants to book an exclusive love reading between now and Sunday, hit up the website and do the damn thing. Thank you guys for all of the likes, for all of your contributions. Thank you for letting us know which cities y'all are in. And make those connections, man. Make those connections. You know, you might buck each other and be like, nah, and that's okay. You know, but let's make the effort. Let's make more of an effort with each other, because we don't have to be as isolated as we're making out. Some of y'all's real true loves could be in the chat. Who knows? Who knows? So, oh, and thank you for all of the, did I say donations? Thank you guys. And like I say, your contributions, your love, everything that y'all are doing in these chats, give me life. I love you. Hey Claire from West Yorkshire. That's closer to me. So yeah, I'll see you guys, and have the best remainder of the 11/11 portal. It's my favourite one. Mwah.